episode number 64 of the 3 Count Out podcast. My name is Era V1, and joining me live from Ohio, we have Mike, we have FGK, and a special shout out recovering, awake from his 48-hour coma after JackalMania. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get into it, but ladies and gentlemen, Jackal Joker. Round of applause for Jackal Joker and what he did with JackalMania. Nobody else is applauding.
I'd clap, but I don't want to die.
That's fair.
That's fair.
Proud not to be from, proud not to be in, mind you. FGK, live and well.
Tommy Vendetta knocked a couple brain cells loose, and I live to tell the tale. Hi,
friend of the program.
I'm tired, friend. Well, I don't know after Saturday.
Friend of me.
That spear ruptured my kidneys. I lived to tell the tale, but you know that one character in SpongeBob where his whole body is wrapped in bandages?
No,
That's me right now. Of
You have
course you don't.
glass
He's
skin
from
and paper,
Seinfeld.
or you have paper skin and glass bones.
Yep, that's me.
Well,
I'm not
hey,
doing
fun
so
fact.
hot, but I'm here.
I think you went easy on you, man.
Fun
I
fact.
think you got off a little easy.
Yeah, he did. He pinned you relatively softly.
It was a
the
mercy
ass
killing.
broken.
Yeah. That's what you get for losing fantasy.
They did remove a large chunk of kendo stick from your back, too. It's
Oh,
shocking.
yeah. Big splinter. Big splinter.
No. But also, in case you guys weren't aware, I am now technically radioactive after facing Big Baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
yikes.
dude, Mike, you got spiked. You got spiked ringside.
It's a
by
big baby.
dude.
It's a big baby.
I don't think I don't remember that, but I think it happened a lot. There was so much. It is hazardous waste down there. It's bad. Did you know that diaper used to be white?
Ew,
Oh,
ew, that
my
was pitch
God.
black.
Exactly.
Oh, I am uncomfortable with the energy you've created in the podcast studio today.
Sorry, it's the radioactivity.
Mm.
Can't do it.
I mean, you lived to tell the tale just like I did, but my God, I think you might be a changed man because of it.
Yeah.
It's-
Hey, at least you
That's
got
a-
both your ACLs still.
yeah, unlike you.
Yeah.
Unlike you.
Yeah. All right, listen. Jackal, it's nothing against you, man. It's really nothing against you. And FGK, I just want to say right off the top, just shut your mouth and let me finish, all right?
I wasn't even talking.
I knew you were gonna interject. This is to cut you off in the future.
This is like someone go up to Helen Keller like, "Hey, bitch, shut the
We've
fuck up."
recorded
I wasn't
64
talking.
episodes. I know you're gonna cut me off. Anyway, to get back on track, Jackal, it's nothing against you, man. I appreciate and I respect everything that you did for JackalMania, everything that Jackal Pro Wrestling has given me, all the opportunities you gave me last night or 2 nights ago. I had a lot of concussions. Sorry, I blame that fuck. Listen, at the end of the day, whose music went off during Dream's match? Who's picking my tournament opponents? Who's kicking my ACLs out? Who's driving my Uber back? It all comes back to FGK. And so because of that, I have an idea. Because you see, when WWE started to suck, AEW was created. Now, we're not going to be AEW. We're going to be better than AEW. But I propose today is the day that we create 3 Counting Out Wrestling Federation.
Ooh.
And this is going to be controlled by the podcast, not by FGK, not by Jackal Joker, by the podcast. And so it's going to be equal ground. And so listen, Mike, my problem is not with you. It is not with your championship, although it is a very nice, shiny championship. And I would like it at some point.
Very shiny.
Very shiny. My problem is with FGK. So, Kev, I'll be nice. Name your time. 3 Count Out Wrestling Federation. I'm going to kick your ass. and I'm going to blow your ACLs out.
Well, I'll tell you
I was
what.
going a different direction.
You're more than welcome. However, I will say, if you can somehow shamble down the ramp and whatever's left,
I got my Steve
left
Austin
ACL
robo
of
knees.
yours, you're good. You're gonna fucking need them. Because let's be honest, it was not a challenge to beat you. I didn't even have to hit you with a finisher. Right? You just buckled your knee and you went, "Oh, okay, I'm done."
Well,
so now that I will actually be trying, yeah, you can. You're more than welcome to bring it, futile it may be.
What I
And
want to
then
know,
I'm coming back for that title.
That's all right. I'm a giant. I'll just hold it higher.
Damn it!
Yep.
Listen,
I mean, come on. I didn't know what I was doing. I climbed that ladder. Watching back, I climbed that ladder a lot. And you guys just let me do it and grab that belt. I didn't even have to struggle. I didn't know where I was. I thought it was just toxic waste fumes. Okay, so I'll be here. That's fine.
And in his defense, you did have The Rock. You did have Kevin Owens. And you also did have, oh God, I'm so sorry. Tommy really kind of gave me a concussion here. Who was the last person that you had in your corner? Was it Stone Cold or was it John?
who, FGK?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have The Rock.
Oh,
FGK
God, that's where I messed up.
he had John Cena.
Oh, he had both Stone Cold and John.
He had
Jesus.
Stone Cold.
Oh,
He
my
had
budget.
Kevin Owens, which
I gotta pay those people.
Listen, I don't know how you turn them against me, because I've been on this podcast week after week after week saying that Kevin Owens is right, and now he has the audacity to run in and cost me my championship. My
He
right.
gave you a stunner.
Gave me a
He
stunner.
did.
And Stone Cold gave me a stunner. I got a problem with both of them. I got a Stone Cold t-shirt on, and I got a problem with Stone Cold Steve Austin.
But maybe, at the end of the day, you were just another lab rat in the experiment of FGK. Oh, wouldn't you know it? Someone else was running an experiment or whatever. John Cena cut another promo earlier today again
He
on
did.
another early ass episode of Monday Night Raw.
4
And,
p.m., baby. It's 3 p.m. next week.
I don't know if this is, again, a bit of a scolding hot take. I'm certain a couple people will agree with me. Not as good as last week.
Ooh,
So I didn't get to watch.
I
So
haven't
tell
watched it
me,
yet.
tell my little traveling ears, what's happened?
All right. Well, you and your little tramp stamp better sit down and get comfortable.
Yeah, I got John Cena back where he's supposed to be.
back on my ass.
Also, real quick sidebar, it wasn't really The Rock or Stone Cold that you blew your money on. It was somehow the fact that you private flew Tommy from the UK to Detroit to face you, then back to the UK. You blew a lot of money on that.
Well, hold on. Was it Detroit or Baghdad?
Baghdad, then Riyadh, then back to Detroit, then Birmingham, then
That's
back
the thing.
to Baghdad.
His match was Detroit. We were in Iraq.
Oh,
I don't know how I afford these things.
Let's just
Thanks
say
for the pyro, though.
You almost flew as much as Taylor Swift does in one day.
Yeah, absolutely, though. And I'm glad somebody got a pyro budget.
Yeah, you gave me the pyro
Anyways.
4 times. But anyway, yeah,
Yeah.
John Cena.
It was also
Yeah.
real expensive to give an 18-foot woman a motorcycle as well, but that's beside the point.
That's badass, though.
It's a
So about
sturdy
that John
motorcycle.
Cena promo.
It's about real wrestling.
He comes out again, runs down to the ring, and basically says, "You're all bad people because I put a kid on blast last week, and you didn't say, 'Wow, John Cena's an asshole.' You all pointed and laughed at the kid." And unfortunately, John Cena's kind of right. Like,
That's true.
He's
Good
not
point,
wrong,
actually.
yeah.
it's a really good point. The kid, the stupid little face in the front row, became a meme WWE posted it, and everybody went, "That's so funny," including
although
us.
people
I guess we're a part of the problem.
People
Yeah,
are saying that
gladly.
kid might have been a plant because apparently they had a camera on him the whole time.
Oh Jesus!
Well, I
It
don't
was
feel
a-
bad anymore.
As a Make-A-Wish kid, it was like, "Oh well, unfortunately, I can't be nice to you, so I'm just going to riddle you on national television."
I want it to be on me.
I guarantee you, they probably just gave him all that stuff that he was wearing for free, and they were like, "Hey, John Cena's going to say some real mean stuff about you, but all of this is free, and you get to meet him afterwards." And he was
Spoiler:
like, "All right."
that kid didn't even know
Part of the
English.
plan.
Yeah.
So basically, John comes out, starts talking, and the whole segment is him essentially saying how the audience is very predictable because they succumb to wrestling psychology, basically. But it's like the actual psychology. When I'm a bad guy, you boo. When I'm super bad, you use profanities. When I bleed, you say I'm tough. When I have pauses in my sentences, you all say what, just like I want you to, and they did. So he was like, it was kind of tongue in cheeky if you didn't know what was happening, but
Yeah, he wasn't wrong.
yeah, he's not correct or he's not incorrect, but that also means it wasn't groundbreaking promo over here either.
He's just
in
kind
my
of being.
opinion.
He's just kind of being an asshole, just being arrogant.
Yeah,
It seems like this
I-
John Cena is more just like kind of like a. It seems like he's really just kind of leaning into like the dick side of being the GOAT, where instead of being like, oh, thank you, I don't know, I don't deserve it. Now he's
No,
like,
you're
yeah,
too
yeah, I'm the fucking best. Yeah, fuck you. And it's like, all right, sure, whatever.
an interesting thing that he added in an interesting thing that he added in this promo that he didn't really mention last week is like, I know what you people love in wrestling. I know how to ruin it.
Yeah.
All you need to do is Google WWE spinner belt and read
Yep.
all the comments about it.
I loved that line. That was amazing.
So that essentially snowballed into, I'm going to win 17. You are never going to remember the name Ric Flair. And instead, when you are talking about the best in WWE, you are forever going to have to mention the name John Cena, because I'm going to win this title and I'm going to fucking retire with it. And you're going to have to deal with it.
Yeah.
I know
He
he's
said
saying
every-
it like a heel, but I love all the things he's saying.
He said that since the spinner belt was called a toy, that he was going to make sure that every WWE champion after him could only hold a toy replica of what's truly his.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's a solid line. That's a good line.
Yeah, and if anybody can say it, it's Cena.
I fully think he's winning at 41 now, and
Absolutely.
I 100% think he's going to bring back the spinner belt for his run too.
Oh my god,
Absolutely.
I'll be wet.
Then Cody came out, he threw Cena's catchphrases back in his face. People on the internet are upset because it feels like they think that Triple H is holding back Cena from really unloading on Cody Rhodes, but you also have to realize that you have to save your best shit for the go-home show, and we're still like a good month away from WrestleMania still.
And if I may, if John Cena's entire thing right now is that he knows what we want. He knows that we want different music. We want a heel Cena. We want a change. And he's not, he's just being an asshole. He's not changing. He's just doing the same thing and being better than everybody else. So like, why would he give us his best shots? Because he knows that he can milk us for money week after week after week and carry us along. It makes sense that he's not just like, yeah, he could drop Cody Rhodes every week if he wanted to.
I never thought I would be edged by John Cena live and in concert,
Yeah.
but here we are.
This is edging right here. This is what's happening.
Now
John Cena broke up with us, and now he's edging us for a month.
Oh,
Now I know why people are into this. This is kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's why this
Unfortunately-
podcast is marked explicit.
Yeah, baby. Cody comes out, kind of cuts a very basic promo, kind of throws everything back in Cena's face. I liked
the
it.
whole hey man.
He cuts a very
not
Cody
this
Rhodes
week.
promo.
No? Okay.
But What I do like, the fact that they are in international crowds instead of smart-ass America. The international crowd, very behind Cody Rhodes. They love Cody overseas right now, and I think that helps out a ton.
And
Because
since he's in Scotland, it's the Cody
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
It's the good Cody Rhodes chant. It's a dumb soccer chant, but it's a chant that I would argue has become synonymous with Cody Rhodes because they're in Scotland a lot frequently.
Unlike fucking Brussels, and I went back and listened to it again, and it wasn't because I was on my phone at work. They were chanting things at Cody in a different language last week.
Well, that's the problem. They don't really all speak English.
I fully understood everything this week. This week flowed really good. However, very similar to last week, Scotland did only also give a shit about this segment and this segment alone, except for one other person, but that happened later. Cody goes away, and then up next was Uso Tag.
Yeah, the Usos are back.
Mystery partner, not Joe Hendry.
No, called this one from a mile away, though. I could have. Anybody with a fucking brain could have told you that Jey Uso's mystery partner was going to be Jimmy Uso. No shit.
'Twas in fact Big Jim.
Big Jim.
Did they win in like 15 seconds like last week?
No, not 15.
Not 15 seconds.
Not 15.
About 8.
Yeah, A-Town Down did not get much offense in. They were.
That was it.
A-Town Down had a literal commercial break entrance. So do that information.
Well,
I think they may be going A-Town Down below NXT.
Damn, Jesus.
I don't know, man. They don't still have OVW. Maybe to Evolve or LFG. I don't know.
Nothing match. Usos win. Gunther comes out, fucking yeets Big Jim off the top rope to the outside. It was actually a really good bump.
Nice.
Jay gets the upper hand for a second, but he goes for a spear and he trips
again. Last week he tripped for real. So this week they made it storyline.
Last week was genuine. This week was definitely on purpose.
This was.
Okay, all right, whatever.
So last week Jey Uso hit a spear that was called originally a crossbody.
No, it was a crossbody.
Yeah, well, now they're saying it was a spear. So this week they made him take a little stutter step when he was running into it, and they were like, "Oh, he tripped!" And because he stuttered, Gunther was able to capitalize off of it.
Every week, I don't know why, I care less and less about this match.
It's not for us.
Who's it for?
The children.
It's for people 18 and under. This match was never for you. This match was never for anybody in college or older. This match is to sell fucking merchandise. And that's exactly what Jey Uso does. He is more over than pretty much anybody else on the roster besides for Cena and Cody.
They have cool nicknames. It's Main Event Jey Uso and Big Jim.
Big Jim. I do like Big Jim. Big Jim's a fun name.
Jim.
Big brother.
It's Jimmy Uso. He's Big Jim because he's the big brother.
I will say, real quick, going back to SmackDown, I love that Jimmy did the exact same dive as Jay did on Raw, but hit it just to be like, hey, that's how you fucking dive, bud.
Yeah. Jey Uso's his top dollar flop.
I've been thinking about this match, and it's I realized the issue here is that, like, I went back and watched a lot of old commentary, how on the WWE YouTube channel, like, oh my God, Randy Orton watches 20 years of Randy Orton, or Edge watches 25 years of Cope or something. And they always talking about like clicking with a person and having chemistry with the guy across the ring from them. It's just these two guys, phenomenal alone. However, I do think Jay and Gunther.
Oh, thank Christ.
Who did you think I was going to say, bud?
Jimmy and Jay.
Oh, okay. Well, you could have fooled me there. I just think that these as a pairing together, unfortunately, isn't working as well as WWE wants it to.
I
True.
think
And I think so. Like when we had Brock versus Eddie, it was different because you had a personality flaw in Eddie Guerrero that Brock could attack, right? Same thing that Kurt Angle did. Hey, you're a fucking junkie loser. That's why your family doesn't like you. That's why you're not going to be a good champion. It doesn't matter how strong you think you are. I'm going to beat your ass. Eddie overcomes him, wins. With Jay, he's just like, you're a punk. And that's all they use. He's like, you're not good enough. Cool. If you say it enough times, loud enough, it still is not as impactful as attacking his person. Like, if he would have come out and been like, you were Roman's bitch then, you're still Roman's bitch, you'll never be anything better than Roman's bitch. It probably would have built better, right?
A bit, but
I-
I just think Gunther is such an old school character that he isn't going to talk like that, though.
No,
Nah,
exactly.
yeah.
And
I-
even if he said, you were Roman's lapdog, you only could ever do what Roman told you to. And you're never going to be better than that. You call yourself main event. The rest of us, the actual wrestlers, don't and never will.
Yeah, I think as dumb as it may seem that they're turning Jey Uso tripping into a story, I think this is maybe where they get to like taking the people like us that look at Jey Uso as just the yeet guy. He would really, really, really have to put on some great matches, and he would have to work the best he's ever worked in his entire career. But if they do this story the right way of actually showing Jey Uso as a, like, not just going out and hitting 5 super kicks and spears and splashes and, popping and locking and he's done, that's great, but that's not who I want the champion to be. And I think, there was a great promo, or there was a great backstage segment after this match between Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso. And Jimmy Uso was like, we need the guy who was the right-hand man of the tribal chief. We need the guy who was main event Jey Uso when he was at the height of his popularity, before it was even Yeet, when he was main event Jey Uso.
SummerSlam.
Going back to when Jey Uso should have won a championship. He should have had gold on him at that time.
SummerSlam in Detroit.
Right. And so if they're able to bring that back, and that's the Jey Uso that we get at WrestleMania, and that's the Jey Uso that we get in a SummerSlam run, I mean, maybe Jey Uso literally just needed to have a storyline where he can just lock the fuck in. Because right now he's just walking around yeeting everywhere, getting big pops, which is great. He's selling a lot of money, or selling a lot of merch, making a lot of money. But, are you having matches against people like Gunther? And now he has the opportunity to step into the ring with someone like Gunther. And, I think this might be, this is the card, this is the match on the WrestleMania card that I look at, and I think, like, this could be the dark horse. This could be the one that kind of sneaks up, and you're like, okay, well, I think, listen, even if Gunther is dragging Jey Uso across the finish line, Gunther still had to go through a whole match to drag Jey Uso across the finish line. So I think at the very least, we know we're getting a good match with Gunther just being involved. So it's a match that I'm not really too excited about right now, but definitely one that I have eyes on.
I have no hope for this match. And I would love to be pleasantly surprised. I would love to be like, well, you know what?
Right.
I was wrong. That was a great match. However, I'm not going with blind optimism. I'm going in fully thinking super kick, super kick, super kick, kick out, super kick.
So the complete opposite of blind optimism is complete negativity.
Complete super
totally.
kickism.
Pessimism.
Oh, that too.
Super kick party.
Because unfortunately, I'm leaning on the side of Kevin, mainly due to the fact another backstage. There we go. Another
right in my mouth. Thank you.
Backstage segment happened tonight as well, where it was super quick, 10 seconds in and out. Gunther backstage, because after the tag match, he attacked Jay and Jimmy chased him off with a steel chair. Gunther's standing there. Jimmy walks up. He basically is going like, hey, you better, like, essentially leave my brother alone, Oos. I'm going to show you what a real Oos can do. And I shit you not. probably the loudest, most physical shoot slap in a backstage segment I have ever seen in my entire life.
Good Lord.
Jimmy slapped the fucking taste out of Gunther's mouth.
That was personal.
I am more excited to see this match next week than I am the Mania match at the moment.
I hope to God it's a massacre. That's the only way that this.
Oh, it should be.
Dude,
it should
the
be.
best
struggles against him, it's not gonna look good for the match.
The best part is that Jimmy Uso walked away with a big shit-eating grin on his face.
Oh yeah, he knew. He just cleaned his fucking clock.
So real quick sidebar on that. Did you guys see the clip of, I think it was a triple threat match, CM Punk, Gunther, and somebody else at a live event, and CM Punk finally took his first Gunther chop.
Oh no!
And he was laying on the mat. And he looks up, goes, "Wow!" And then he taps out.
Tapped out after a chop.
Yeah, he just rolled out of the ring, like he just rolled over because he was like, that was his realization, like, oh, things are different now.
He's like, shit, I'm good.
Yeah.
If you were in CM Punk's mind, would you be willing to say, wow, that hurt?
Yes.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean,
I'd be
CM
saying more
Punk
than
was
that.
even man enough to say CM Punk was even man enough to go, damn, that hurt, and tap out on the mat. Like to the point where everybody saw it. The match kept going, but everybody was just like, oh shit.
Don't worry, Kevin. We'll show him after the we'll show him after the podcast.
Okay, good.
Okay.
I don't think he understood.
Shout out Elijah Burke. Anyways, continuing on with.
Oh yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Forgot about that.
Continuing on with Raw. After the tag match was the women's IC title match.
Lyra versus what? Raquel?
Yes, Lyra versus Raquel Rodriguez. A bit of an addendum to last week. Lyra Valkyria, not Chelsea Green's backup. That was, in fact, Alba Fire. So we all were correct, but yet we were all disagreeing with one another. We were all saying the right thing. Going, no,
we were not all saying the same thing, because if you listen back, a couple of you were still like, no, pretty certain she's working for Chelsea. No, she's still on Raw working the Intercontinental title.
Mike, you said Lyra Valkyria either dropped the title or was injured.
Yeah, I thought she was injured because she hasn't been on TV for a bit.
Caught in 4K.
Oh, its face is a little red.
I didn't
How does that
see
make me wrong from what I just said?
Well, you just. Oh, well, all right. Anyways, moving on, I guess.
Mom and Dad are fighting
What I
again.
just said, clueless.
Jesus. Halfway decent match. I'm still not sold. Raquel Rodriguez needs anything.
Character?
Anything outside of that.
What do you do? I have lats.
I got a back.
Oh. Anything else?
I got a back.
I'm friends with Liv Morgan.
Listen,
Baby got back.
I'm saying this as a very fat man, but she's not even that jacked in the grand scheme of the WWE roster.
It's just kind of
not
a
anymore,
wide
at
bag.
least.
It's not even that nice.
Like, Jade Cargill exists, dog. I'm just saying.
That was another good segment that happened, is the Adam Pearce must pop a blood vessel segment.
Adam Pearce needs his fucking blood pressure medication, please.
Lyra, did they further any storylines or anything, or just was it a match and it was done?
Oh, right. Sorry, I got so distracted.
It was just kind of like it was just kind of there.
Raquel was about to lose at one point. Liv jumps in the ring. I believe lets Lyra win by DQ because she starts attacking her. Bayley runs down to make the save, scares Judgment Day off in the L process.
And Bayley straddles the top rope and makes the entirety of wrestling Twitter pray to be that top rope.
Oh, indubitably, good sir.
There are some horn dogs online today.
So after Adam Pearce comes out, basically says, hey, reassign this. It doesn't really count because this contract doesn't concern her in the slightest. And then Io comes out going, no. I'm the champ here. What I'm going to say goes, and I'm good to fight on both of them. I'm a fighting champion, Adam. He goes, well, shit, that's not your decision. Bianca runs down, and she goes, why the fuck is this even a conversation? I won my title shot at the Elimination Chamber. This shouldn't even be happening. And he goes, I agree with you, Bianca. It's because Rhea Ripley started a temper tantrum. And before he can even finish his sentence, Rhea Ripley comes on down to the ring. He goes, oh, I want my title back, Adam. I need it now on Rhea Ripley.
When did we get Rhea Ripley on the podcast?
My God, Rhea, welcome to the studio.
I'm here to help. How are we now?
I didn't even know she listened.
I didn't either. Apparently,
Friend of
I'm
the
thinking
program.
offended to be live on stream right now.
To the mother. Shout out, mother. Long story short, it was a good segment, but it felt very, very coordinated because it eventually was revealed that Io and Rhea are going to go one-on-one next week in London, England, as Bianca is going to be the special guest referee match.
Oh,
So in wrestling terms, it's, okay, we're going to take one more week to announce this. This is going to end dirty, and therefore I'm going to announce the triple threat for WrestleMania type of deal.
Because Bianca said that she doesn't know how to referee. So she only has a week to learn how to referee. So I'm sure she's going to fuck something up. And she's going to be like, I didn't know. I was a referee. I never refereed before. And then they'll be like, who cares a shit? But make it a triple
She'll
threat.
talk another subpar promo.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, you can add that
you
this
think
week
you know
to the
who
list,
I
too.
am? You do. You don't.
And you do know me,
EST.
or maybe not, or whatever.
Who do you think
EST.
you are? I am.
The fight afterwards, again, it just felt coordinated. Like it was an odd like brawl after the contract signing. I don't know, Era, if you watched that part, but it just felt it felt slow but quick. It was very weird.
I personally think time got cut from that segment. I feel like
Probably.
I feel like it seems to be like every single week John Cena winds up going overtime, which he's John Cena. You're not really going to tell him no. Plus he's a heel, so fuck it. I think they were trying to cut time somewhere, kind of what it felt like.
Moving on
Well,
from
then you also have. Well, I was going to say. EO, not her first language.
You're going through a tunnel.
Australian.
My favorite part of this podcast when Mike goes, yeah, but I got something to say, and then goes, edit.
Mike's going through a
I'm just
tunnel in
gonna
Ohio.
listen from now on. No, I'm in Indiana now.
It's always
in
the
Indiana.
perfect timing.
you literally get your first part out, and then everything afterwards is where it cuts off.
But wait, guys, I got something to
Guys,
say.
we're
I
So
professional.
perfect. It's so perfect. But no, I think I kind of got a grasp of what Mike was saying. Like, it's English is not EO's first language, so it does
Or
make
Mike's.
or his phones.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think that probably plays into it a little bit of just like probably just some awkward communication.
Allowing her to sort of be in the main event scene and be a part of promo segments where it's not all just in Japanese, because I believe she's supposed to be a good guy now, right?
Yeah. I think
that makes sense.
I think she's supposed to be, but I don't
Like
think
a
a lot of people
cleaner?
really care.
No.
Being honest, I think she's just kind of holding the belt for for a triple threat. I think.
I still absolutely think Io needs to win at WrestleMania to kind of establish herself a little bit more. But we'll save that for the WrestleMania Preds.
Yeah.
That was the end of this segment. What was it? El Fat Fuck Americano? What was
El
his name?
Grande Americano, gracias.
Oh, that too. My
Gracias.
God. What a performance.
It was straight up 100% Chad Gable in a star-spangled singlet, red, white, and blue tassels, the fucking lucha mask that he's been wearing with the wings on it. It is 100,000,000% Chad Gable. El Grande Americano has Chad Gable's Olympic ring tattoos.
What do you mean,
This
though?
shit was so good.
He was sick from the jet lag, though, Era.
Oh,
It
yeah.
wasn't him.
Yeah.
He was sick backstage.
Yeah, Chad Gable gave Adam Pearce a doctor's note saying that he was sick and he could not compete tonight, but he had an idea. The idea was that Dragon Lee, instead of having a match against Chad Gable, could have a match against El Grande Americano, which is Chad Gable's friend that's helping him learn how to defeat luchadors. Apparently, news to me, totally went under the radar, but El Grande Americano has been this indie wrestler in Mexico, apparently the biggest, like Mexican John Cena. And then he just disappeared off the face of the earth until Chad Gable brought him back. Totally not Chad Gable in a luchador mask. This was amazing.
Dragon
This
Lee
was-
too. It was a very good match.
Yeah, and the controversy of the match is I don't know if this was planned or not, but the finish was Dragon Lee was kind of like up on the turnbuckle. El Grande Americano, they were just calling him Americano. So Americano grabbed the mask of Dragon Lee and pulled the mask off of Dragon Lee, a man who has never been unmasked. He is a true luchador. Nobody knows who he is. He was able to kind of cover his face. I don't know if people have like pinned him yet or not, but he was kind of like just face in the mat. Americano put him in an ankle lock. I don't know if it was supposed to happen though, because Dragon Lee didn't actually tap. He just said I quit. So he was he was covering his face. So I don't know if he was necessarily okay with that. I mean, I guess if it was a planned spot, then of course he was, but I don't know. But yeah, the thing that I love the most about this match was Michael Cole, because Michael Cole the entire match was going, "Oh, a suplex from Americano! That looked exactly like when Chad Gable does it." Like he called him Gable at one point. There was like a suplex to the outside. He was like, "Gable to the outside, Americano to the outside."
Caught himself.
Pat McAfee was great. Pat McAfee was just making up shit about Americano. It was great. It was great. I love where they're going with this. A lot of people were thinking that the guy that Chad Gable was bringing in was going to be, well, I was hoping it was going to be Malachi Black, but then he showed up in a mask and people were thinking, well, maybe it's Ray Phoenix, because Ray Phoenix mask also had like those wings that Chad Gable's has. So a lot of people were kind of speculating and thinking that it would be Ray Phoenix. And for the first week or so, he was showing up in a black hoodie with the sleeves down, so you couldn't see if he had tattoos or not. Because Ray Phoenix has sleeves. He has 2 sleeves of tattoos. He's covered. Him and Pantha. So, a lot of people were like, well, he's covering the tattoos. Of course it's Ray Phoenix. And he's like he's like the same height as Chad Gable, and I guess like maybe a similar build. Close enough, I guess. But this week it was just straight up Chad Gable. It was, he's like every week, he's wearing like the baggy hoodie, and you're like, well, it really looks like him, but like maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just generic 5'8" muscular guy, like Chad. Like Chad Gable's just a dude. And no, this week though, 100% tanned and all, beautiful.
If I don't cut out this time, somebody on TikTok actually went really deep into their research on this, and it's not Chad Gable. It's somebody with a similar complexion, though.
Oh, Jason Jordan, Kurt Angle's son.
That makes sense.
Oh.
I can see it.
All right, close. Lamas.
What? What?
Oh my God! That's why he's not been on TV.
What?
Oh,
who the fuck
Zach,
did you just say?
Omos.
Omos.
Being American.
Mike, I don't know how to explain this one to you, buddy.
Almost the exact same. If you look at him, I'll send you the TikTok. Almost identical.
If you squint really hard, I'm actually going to see it.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Omos.
I almost passed out laughing when I saw that.
Omos.
I love
Isn't he
that.
like wrecking shit in Japan or something?
No, he's on his way back now.
He's on his way
all right.
back.
Well, he'll be back for Mania. He'll be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal.
This is how you get him back on the main roster. Oh, I like that.
I hope-
All right.
Hey,
Sorry, next week, if they announced El Grande Americano or whatever the fuck again, and it ended up like it came out, it was a large, big black dude, I'd be like, "Sick."
hey, listen,
I
if
will
it's
pass out
Omos,
if that happens.
Yeah.
They just change it. They don't change a thing otherwise.
if it's Omos, I quit.
I stopped making
They just
content.
don't change a fucking thing. They just change the body, and it's exactly Omos. I would piss myself.
I hope that when they do the reveal, it's like a backstage cinematic reveal. So that way it can be Chad Gable up until the moment he removes the mask, and then it just cuts to Omos.
Oh my god. That's fucking cinema
Homo
right there, ladies
sapiens
and gentlemen.
rise up.
I love this segment. It's fun. It's goofy. It's a nice change of
Yeah.
pace.
So
break
fun.
up the
It's great
monotony of
TV.
everything a bit more. I'm excited to see what the actual on paper WrestleMania match is right now, because at the moment I couldn't tell you, just because how many it's obviously the tag team portion, of course, but with how many tag teams are currently tied up with each other right now, it's hard to really pinpoint what's going to happen where. But that'll probably be figured out either next week, week after. We still got a little bit to go.
You got time.
After that was, I think, the good old, hey, I'm here, I'm going to be in another town next week promo, as CM Punk came down and talked about it, doing what
Jesus.
Rollins could not do last week. This was much better in comparison. That's how you do that type of promo.
I also
It
think
didn't sound
that
like he phoned it in.
Well, I mean, it was still. I think I'm doing a 1-to-1 comparison with the one that Seth did, and in comparison to it, it was much better. However, I would say maybe like a solid 6 out of 10 for actual content wise.
yeah, I mean these promos are never good because you're put in a bad
Yeah.
position. I feel like though, if you're comparing Seth and Punk, you also have to compare the crowds that they had, and I think Glasgow loves CM Punk.
Oh yeah.
So I think they were a little bit more friendly to him, and they were kind of just happy to get to see him. Plus CM Punk is a guy that you know, yeah, if he has a promo, hell yeah, dude, I'm watching a Punk promo, you know. So I think him on the mic is a little bit more of a draw than Seth on the mic. Not that Seth is bad. I'm just saying, you know.
The whole point to the segment, however, he was sort of teasing about what he wants.
The favor.
He needs to get what he wants. Him and Paul Heyman. I almost said Paul Anal. Him and Paul Heyman almost had anal in the middle of the ring.
Well,
with two
that
separate
might be the
people,
favor.
Not with each other, though.
That
Not
might
with
be
each
the
other, with two
favor.
separate people. I mean, read in between the lines here, people. I think the favor is going to be the WrestleMania main event of night one. I think this match is night one. Cena Cody is night two. I've been saying it ever since the Rumble, and the closer we get, the more I think I'm going to be right.
Yeah.
Which one you said
right.
the women was going to be the other main event?
It was somebody. We'll go back and we'll VAR the footage later.
I thought
Royal Rumble.
I thought that whatever was going on with Rhea and Bianca and Io would be a main event, but I thought that was going to be the main event between Bianca, Rhea, and Io, but after seeing what they're doing right now, no, yeah, Jackal, you are 100% correct.
Oh yeah,
this is for a main event.
Again, if I don't cut out again, the only thing that worries me about that, and I hope you're right, because it would be a great main event. The only thing that worries me about that is Seth Rollins then going on other shit going, well, we can be put in a card wherever because we're going to be the main event regardless.
Clever wordplay.
Therefore, giving Yeet a Mania a chance to breathe.
I think if you're going to do...
Yeet should open, not close.
Yeah, but what about the match, though, Kevin?
I'm just saying, you know.
I agree. I think if we could start off WrestleMania with Yeet,
yeah,
I think that would be the best way to pump the crowd.
Yeah.
I think
which definitely means if actually I'm gonna base my whole prediction based off where it is on the card. If it opens, Jay's winning. If it closes, Gunther's winning. That's my final prediction.
We'll see. Because I am very tired of this notion that is going around on TikTok already. I go into way too many comment sections than I should, and it's starting to negatively affect my mental health.
That's fair.
Don't look at the
That's fair.
comments. People are fucking idiots.
I don't know this meta right now where these wrestling, you can even clip this and have this be the fucking TikTok of the week.
Okay.
I don't understand the ideology right now of wrestling fans after last year thinking the main event of night 1 of WrestleMania automatically needs to affect the main event of night 2 of WrestleMania.
Oh, I agree. That's stupid.
Do not want Travis Scott and Bad Bunny anywhere near this fucking card, so stop talking about it.
But it's the cinematic storytelling that you can get when you go from one night to another.
Oh,
You know, like I was at WrestleMania last year, and I like the fact that it went from one night to another.
Because it worked. It worked.
It doesn't have to be a standard.
It doesn't need to be the meta.
Well, why
and the
can't it work
strategy
again
moving
this
forward.
year?
Because Travis Scott can lick my left testicle. That's why.
Well,
I know what I said when I said to Kevin when he came out that night, but that doesn't mean I need him back over and over and over and over again.
But there's a star spot in wrestling. There's always the
And
celebrity
it's not
spot.
Travis Scott. It's not,
It's not Travis Scott to you. It's Travis Scott to everybody else.
Who's everybody else?
People that aren't the white demographic.
That man is going to be higher than Senator Socks, and he's clearly not athletic.
Senator Socks.
Well, hey, I mean, at least somebody will be having fun out there.
yeah, and it won't be me.
Makes
Although
it easier to
want
eat.
to see. I do want to see Cody get his get back. That I'm very much anticipating.
Oh yeah, there's a
I can see
receipt
that-
coming.
I
Yeah.
can see that on the Raw before or after Mania.
You can see that whenever. You can see that whenever.
What I don't want to see is Travis Scott pull up in his cool black outfit, just leans against the ropes, and his whole demeanor is, I'm the lackey to the big bully, so I'm just as cool, even though I don't do anything.
He's basically that fat little kid from the Christmas Story running around the guy with the raccoon hat.
Yeah.
There you go. That a too deep of a cut?
Thanks,
That
Grandpa.
was pretty accurate, actually.
Oh, I got it. Don't worry, I'll figure it out.
Hey, no matter how you get there.
Main event of
You got
night
there.
1 should be CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns with absolutely zero effect on night 2. The reason it worked last year is because Punk blew out his tricep clean off the bone, and they had to pivot. Punk didn't blow Dwayne, Kevin.
No, I thought I always get X Pac and CM Punk mixed up. One blew his ass out.
One blew his out his asshole. That's different. I think the people saying this are just completely viewing last year on a one-to-one comparison again, going, oh, well, they did it last year. That means they do it again. And he was in the ring, and that means we need another celebrity in the ring. So that means we need to get Bad Bunny, even though Bad Bunny has nothing to do with Cody Rhodes or John Cena or whatever. And the fact that a super stable needs to happen is fucking mental. However, if they come out and make an appearance during the main event of night 2, that's different. I don't need the whole fucking match centered around them.
Bad Bunny has more than one royal family.
And then to quick put a nice bookend under the Monday Night Raw talk. Braun Breaker and Penta. I love that combo.
Crazy match.
They had a very, very extremely hard hitting match. They just both beat the snot out of one another. It was good.
Yup.
Broken up by Judgment Day at the end. Judgment Day stands tall.
Finn Balor stands in the center
In the
of
center,
the Judgment
in the middle.
Day. Finally, who closes Monday Night Raw for like the first time since he won the fucking Universal Championship? Finn Balor.
Yeah, it only took 10 years, so we'll
So,
see what.
Maybe we
is-
can start putting some respect back on Finn's name.
This
must have-
was kind of what I was hoping they were going to do, which is building it towards that multi-man intercontinental match.
Oh, absolutely. Because now a lot of people could vie for it, and I am all for it. They must have listened to our 45-minute segment on Finn Balor last week and started to listen. We figured out that they listened to us. So
Absolutely.
hey,
Well,
Finn
yeah, we
Balor,
just had Rhea on.
you're welcome. Yeah, see, exactly. We got connections. We got people.
We're like Chris Van
But
Fleet.
you know who else we have on this podcast? We have the former JackalMania heavyweight champion, Fire Guy Kev, because it is time for Fire Guy Kev guesses college mascots. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Fire Guy Kev Get the College Mascots. I'm your ever lovely host, Jonkel Stonkel in the flesh. Join me as always is Dick Van Winkle, and the other one's here too. He's bald. I can't remember his name. Gentlemen, say something.
I have both my ACLs, but I don't know about the guy that I was before.
Can confirm am bald.
All right,
Shit.
FGK, how you feeling this week? Looking down the barrel of another batch of college football mascots. You got to guess.
Well, after starting off with such a low blow, I'm feeling confident. I'm at least going to get one. I'm going to get one confidently. That's about as confident as I feel.
Right. That's better than nothing, I guess. I unfortunately do not have a theme this week. Did not find as many slurs as I did weeks prior.
Damn.
However, I do have a nice hearty one to start out with. Fire Guy Kev.
Though.
I do have a nice college football team to start out with.
Oh, okay, good.
Fire Guy Kev.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Could you please tell me the team name of Syracuse? Syracuse.
All I can hear is the Who
My
Wants to Be
sister
a
almost went
Millionaire
there.
music. Not that one. That's Jeopardy.
Oh,
You're Jeopardy.
There you go. Oh, fuck, Syracuse. Isn't it like...
Give me
Could it
anything.
possibly be like the Syracuse Warriors or something?
Oh, absolutely
Nope.
not. You
No.
could not be more incorrect.
You are very, very far.
Oh boy.
very
Never
far
mind.
away from Warriors.
Very far.
I'm gonna need some type of noun.
A noun? How about I do you one better?
Okay.
You're in the realm of food.
Food. Wow.
Food.
Definitely not Warriors. Okay.
That's true.
Well, I mean, Warriors could be food, depending on what you're into.
Depending on who you talk to.
Syracuse watermelons.
Whoa!
No.
Unironically, much closer than
Really?
Warriors.
Closer than you think, but a lot further than you think, too.
Closer than you think, further than you know.
How
The Jackal
progressive is
Joker story.
Syracuse?
How aggressive?
Progressive.
Oh, progressive.
Progressive?
It won't matter.
Okay.
What do you
The
mean
Syracuse-
progressive?
The Syracuse fruits.
Oh, that's what you
You mean inclusive?
So far.
you're under the umbrella. However, you're still getting a little wet, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Oh,
So it's
hey.
like it's got to do with fruit. I was close with watermelon. and
Nothing wrong with being a
fruits.
little bit wet every
But it's-
now and
But
then.
it's got to be like something.
Hey, yo.
No, because peach is a peach bowl.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
It's got to be. What would you call a team that's like fruit related? What's fruit related?
Do you know anything about Syracuse, Kev?
I know what a Syracuse is.
Okay. So you don't know shit. All right.
Where is
Never
it?
mind.
What state is it in?
New York.
New York.
Doesn't help you any.
Yeah, all those famous fruits from New York. Big
It's
Apple, the Syracuse apples.
not the
Nope.
Syracuse apples.
Fuck.
That would have made sense, though. I like that. That would have made sense.
That would have made sense.
Total
you know.
sense.
No.
But this is college we're talking about here, so that would be too easy.
Very true.
Yeah, there's not a college football
That would
stadium
be
in the
too
middle of New
easy.
York City.
Fuck, I might need another small hint.
All right.
It grows
There
on
is-
something.
It grows on something. And there's also a smaller version of this thing.
Ooh, yeah.
It grows
Like a
on
nice
something,
little
and there's a
snack.
smaller version of it, and there's a smaller
Uh-huh.
version of those, and there's a smaller.
I have a stupid clue.
You can
Oh, I
dry
like
it.
stupid.
I like stupid.
All right. Something that looks like a bigger version of this wrestled in JackalMania.
Oh, that is a very stupid clue, but it works.
You know
I mean,
what?
I guess
was-
kinda.
I was genuinely gonna actually guess this before Mike said that. So, but now I feel a lot better about my guess. Is it the Syracuse Pumpkins?
Nope.
I said a bigger version of this thing.
Bigger
Pumpkin would
version.
be bigger.
Also bigger.
And
Think
grows
now
on
smaller.
something.
Now think now smaller.
Okay.
You can.
Syracuse Big Babies?
That's not a
Nope.
big baby. That's a
People of New York, I am sorry.
Would you call a big baby a fruit?
Syracusians,
Grapefruit,
I am
though.
sorry.
What the fuck? Pumpkin.
Nothing. Oh Jesus! Nothing rhymes with this word.
Oh! The Syracuse Oranges?
Yeah.
For some reason, my brain thought he was going to say like
Purple.
Zimbabwe or something.
It's like this, that's the
If you
stupidest
knew-
fucking college name, I think,
Oh,
in college.
Well,
If you knew
here's
anything
what's
about
worse.
Syracuse, you know that everything there is orange.
Oh,
And it's not the Syracuse oranges; it's just the Syracuse orange.
Yeah,
Which is
they are
yeah,
just the color orange.
Singular.
Yeah.
I forgot it's
It is
singular, not
It is
plural.
the color orange. Is their
Oh, good
football
movie.
mascot. Yep.
Their mascot is horrifying.
Is it just
Yeah.
is it just fucking like an apple and orange
Maybe-
eyes?
Maybe that's my theme. I go scary mascots, like the actual
Oh,
mascots
there
are
you go.
scary.
Jackal.
Yeah,
Have we done Purdue?
we have not done Purdue. He will never get fucking.
Ooh.
He
Yeah,
will
because
never
I
get
was gonna
Purdue.
get the Syracuse orange.
All right, let's do Purdue, and I'm going to give you a hint. They have a shop named after this.
A shop?
Mhm.
Shots. SHOT. Yes.
A shot. Oh, shot. I know shots. The Purdue Superman.
It's a drink shot.
Not a camera shot. The Purdue pan zoom. The Purdue dollies.
Like a sinker and drinker.
I was
what?
I was thinking of a Superman shot. That was my genuine guess. It's a shot. It's a shot you
Like I said,
Purdue.
Yeah, it's like a sinker and drinker type shot.
The Purdue Appletinis.
No,
It is not
that's
the Purdue.
just the drink.
It's not the Purdue blowjobs either.
What?
Oh, no. That's Brian's favorite shot.
Please?
Yeah, it is.
Maybe? Oh, I'll be nice. I'll pay you.
Oh. Oh my.
It's a
How
shot.
much?
What's like a popular shot that Purdue would have? The Purdue Irish car bombs.
Oh. Oh.
It is almost two words like that.
Okay.
It's like two words, but they're all together.
It's
yeah.
like two words, but they're all together.
Yeah.
Okay, that didn't help me fucking at all.
And also the Irish car bomb that we did Notre Dame in a prior episode. So that
Damn
is
it, you're right. You should've been-
incorrect.
See, that would make more sense.
I believe Mankind was in a backstage brawl in a certain type of room. That starts with the first word of this.
I think that was a very good hint
Uh-huh.
because I think I got it now.
Uh-huh.
Are they the Purdue Boilermakers?
Huh?
Hey!
I'm glad that a shot of that exists
we
because
go.
I could never spoon feed you to that
Yeah,
one.
you would have never
I'll be
gotten that
honest with
otherwise. Thank God you were a
That's all right.
bartender.
You know what? My whole thing cut out, so all I heard was silence.
you. He got it.
Thank
he
God
nailed
you're an
it.
alcoholic.
All right.
Nice.
You are up next.
All right, so my list, I still have a list from Valentine's Day. I don't think we did this one, but that's the
lovely
theme.
list.
That's so keep that in mind when you're thinking here. First school, USC.
USC?
Oh yeah, we talked about we picked them on a week. We did talk about them.
Oh, we talked about them before. That's even better.
No, yeah, like we talked about them as a pick 'em, not
Oh,
on.
okay.
Let me
His
real
mascot.
quick start by making sure I can get the right
USC
fucking
Big Ten.
school. The University of South
Southern-
Carolina?
Southern California.
Southern California. Fuck.
Big Ten.
Okay.
We because Southern Carolina, that was them their Gamecocks.
Mhm.
Oh,
Mhm.
Yeah. I said,
Mhm.
hey,
There's a
I
really easy gimme clue here.
Gamecocks would have been a great one for the Valentine's Day list, but unfortunately, it is one that we've already done. I think twice. So,
we got Jewish cock instead.
South Carolina.
well,
Hey,
I mean,
yo.
this. Never mind.
never
Move
mind.
here.
Never mind.
If I was from South Carolina, what would I call
South
California.
If I
Southern
was
California.
if I was from Southern California, what the fuck would I name my team?
Think, Kev. Remember, think Valentine's
Valentine's
Day
Day.
list.
The
Uh-huh.
South Carolina Lovers.
Oh, that
No,
would
and
be so
not
sweet.
South Carolina. Stop
The
saying
Southern-
that.
The Southern California Lovers.
No,
Hey, it's something. It's something you can put on.
Virginia's
Oh,
for
yeah.
lovers.
The Southern California Strap-ons.
Oh,
Close.
Say,
Kinda, maybe.
can
Like
you
tangentially related.
peg?
Am I actually close?
You're like
You can even
tangentially
put it on a
related.
strap on.
Yeah, you're on the right body part.
Right appendage.
This man always just floats back the cock somehow. I don't understand it.
The South Carolina Vag?
No.
They just said you were right with it being dick shaped. Like what?
Oh, I didn't hear dick shape. Danny said I was in the right. He was in the right area.
I said right appendage.
Oh,
Just South Carolina veg.
it didn't sound right, but okay. So right. So it's elongated. Dick shape.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Well, it can be.
South California. that
Something
makes
you
sense.
wear Valentine's Day.
If
Handing
you
to
don't
cock.
elongate it, I feel sad
South
for you.
Carolina banana hammocks.
Oh, well,
Close.
I don't know how well it would do
No,
its job.
yeah.
if it
I don't
was
think it'd
banana
work.
hammock
Hey,
shaped.
you wouldn't
Yeah.
be able to do what you want to do if you were wearing a banana hammock, probably.
The South Carolina fucks.
You can't do that while
That's-
wearing
That's
this.
so low effort. You need to give more of an effort than that. Come on, man.
Warmer,
Okay.
warmer.
It's elongated. I gotta stick to elongated.
Well, again, hold on. It's only elongated if you can actually. You should be able to elongate it, but I guess some guys can't.
Kevin, you'll make it elongated.
The South Carolina
Ribbed for her
Ew.
pleasure.
condoms.
Close.
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 Name for it?
Very close.
I think the Southern California rubbers.
Ooh,
No.
ooh, no,
What's the name brand?
Brand. I don't know.
Name condom brands, dude.
Condom brand. I don't use.
I guarantee you bought one at a store before.
Truth comes
You
out.
only buy Layer brand or something?
I don't buy any.
CVS brand.
I don't know.
Great value.
Great value
Southern
condoms.
California rubbers. Southern California name brands. What's the name? What's the name brand? The Southern California Trojans.
Hey, there we go. I told you Valentine's Day.
Okay, no, that was good. Now it all makes sense.
Holy shit. Oh my god, I was having hot flashes after all that. Goodness gracious.
Every week I manage
Make
to
it-
cry during this segment. It's fucking great.
Southern California, great values. That
South Carolina, great values.
Okay,
That'll be Missouri soon enough.
all right. So
Ooh.
we're gonna stay in the same realm of we're gonna move away from love real quick.
Oh,
Back to
Welcome
back to
back.
horrifying nightmare creatures. My last one this week. Give me Wake Forest.
that's a fucking college.
That's a fucking college. It's first guess, top of your mind right now. Just throw it out.
Can you say the college again? I already forgot what it was called.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
Wake Forest.
The Wake Forest Sasquatch.
Oh no! Oh, that would be much better than what it is.
That's a cool name, yeah. I'll give it to you.
Wake Forest in Florida.
Wake Forest, Florida. The Wake Forest Wave Riders.
Oh, that not as cool. It is nowhere near as cool.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, two words.
If you ever guess this, I will pass out behind it.
Oh God. Okay. The fucking. Oh shit.
Keep going. Keep going.
Is it? It's two
It's
words.
like-
It's 2 words.
It's a 2 words, and it's a, I guess, technically a person.
Kind of.
Kind of.
An
Kind
evil
of.
person.
South Carolina Joe Biden's?
Oh,
How do you get that to
Wake Forest, Kevin.
I just say South Carolina.
Kevin's got the Gamecock in the brain. I can't stop thinking about the Gamecock.
Drew.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Joe.
What are they called again?
Wake Forest.
Wake
Forest. Uh-huh.
Wake Forest.
Southern Carolina, Joe Biden.
No Joe Biden involved.
Okay. Okay. All right. Here we go. First one. What is the one thing that the grunts from Halo say?
Oh God. Why is this what you're going with?
You got the first part of that one. What's the last part?
Wart demons?
No. Not art demon. The first word is not art.
Is
Holy shit. All right.
Wake
now
Forest.
Demon. Kevin, it's demon.
okay, demon. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Demon. They call
Why'd you say
Master
first
Chief
word?
a demon.
Because you called it the Wake Forest or demons.
Because you said what the grunts say.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. You know what? For the second part, I'm just going to read you the Google definition of this thing because I don't know how to get you here.
Church.
All right. An ordained minister of an order ranking below that of a priest. That is the second letter to this.
Wait, I know this.
Oh, I have a good hint if we need to spoon feed him one, but I'm gonna let him struggle a little bit.
I was gonna say Devon this one.
Devon is
Similar.
one. What is Devon? The
No,
demon-
Devon when he had Batista with him
demon.
was one.
Demon.
Oh, well, there goes my hint.
What was Devon called? It was called Father Demon? Demon Father? Father
Demon,
Demon?
demon, Father demon.
No, he was never
Daddy
called
Demon?
Father Demon. No, Demon Daddy is no. That's how'd you find that?
That's something
Who
different.
told you about that one?
That's something different.
Demon daddy.
Who told you?
Oh my.
Who told you?
The Wake Forest demon.
Demon. Starts with the D. Demon. Double D's. Demon.
Demon
Demon?
D's.
The demon.
The
The demon divers.
No, that is not in the Catholic Church.
what was Batista?
The demon deacons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Woo! There we go. Their mascot
did it.
also
Yeah,
haunting.
terrifying.
Holy shit.
Terrifying.
Here, while Mike's going again, I'll quick send it in the group chat.
Oh no, I think if I ever start up college football 25, I'm gonna be the South Carolina Joe Bidens. Oh,
I mean,
God.
well, their mascot kind of looks like Joe Biden.
Oh, no.
Joe Biden. He does a
It
little
does.
bit. Yeah, he's just an old white guy.
Oh, Mike fell in the hole again.
Mike's going through a tunnel in Indiana.
Are you
All right,
out on your...
I'll go. So again,
I haven't been
Again.
talking.
oh, there you
I
go.
haven't been
Oh, hello.
talking.
Welcome back.
Jesus.
Go ahead. What was your one?
You
Go.
guys are like Mike throwing a hole. I was just waiting for you guys to finish. I'll go. Did I do Illinois?
Oh, no, nobody's done Illinois. Oh, Jesus. How did we get him to Illinois?
Oh God.
Okay, let's do the University of Illinois.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
First, okay, so we'll work you through it this way. Give me first guess, initial thoughts right now.
Illinois Cornhuskers.
Oh, no, that's
No, that's Nebraska.
Ah, shit. Okay.
still Nebraska. Okay. All right, now you know it's Nebraska. Try again. Another guess, and go.
The Illinois Miners.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, Dr. Disrespect doesn't love this team. Hold on now.
Or he likes it a little too much.
Hello, Illinois. Okay. All right. It's another two-worder. What does? Oh, I'm trying to I can have 2 hints that will get it done immediately.
What's somebody from Illinois called?
An asshole?
An asshole.
Nope. Not the word we're looking for. Well, true, not the word we're looking for.
He's hung up on the asshole part.
He's like, no, that's
He likes
exactly what I call him.
He likes asshole.
From there. The Illinois farmers.
Nope.
You're so close, but yet you're so far.
I'm so close. I'm so far away. Okay.
For the first word,
What does Kevin Owens do?
Stunners.
No.
what does his shirt say?
Blank Owens blank.
The Illinois Fighters?
Okay, it's a
First
2-word.
word.
Oh.
First word.
But if okay, we got to get the. If Kevin Owens was currently doing this thing, what would he be doing?
The Illinois Fighting Fires.
Okay. Well, that's
You got the first word.
First
We'll
word.
take it. Fighting.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
First word, fighting.
Fighting. Okay.
So
Fighting.
going off your guess, it would be It would be the fighting assholes.
Okay.
Which is close.
It's very close.
You know what?
Very
That's a great
close.
college team name.
Fighting assholes.
Fine assholes.
It's an Irish team name.
So the second
what's
word
fighting.
is what's fight? It's the people from Illinois.
Should I just give it to him, or should we let him have another wild guess?
You are thinking.
No, don't tell me.
I don't know how to
Jesus
spoon feed this one to him.
Christ.
So this is all you if you have a
I
hint.
know how
This
to-
is all you.
I was gonna say I know how to end it immediately, but I just want to have him have.
Oh, so do
double
I. It's called just telling him.
The Illinois Fighting.
Sound it out. Audio podcast. Sound it out.
The Illinois Fighting Hunters.
Fighting hunters.
Fighting.
Hunters.
Gunters. What's a gun? Gunters. Dun, dun,
That'd
dun.
The fighting.
Be
The
Alaska.
Illinois Fighting Gamecocks.
God, he's got too much cock on the brain.
Big fan of cock. Big fan of cock.
Fighting.
Kev.
Fighting. Give me a noun. I want to get this.
There's no noun, but it starts with an I.
It starts with an I. The Illinois Fighting Irish.
Jesus
No.
Christ.
No. Okay.
That's not what somebody from Illinois is called.
That'd be too easy.
Oh, the Fighting Illinois Iroquois.
No.
Wait,
I like how it
Honestly,
should be
not.
where
Yeah, not. Doesn't sound bad and not too far off. No.
The fucking left and the Mohicans. What the fuck?
I can see that being like a college football team though.
Shorter.
I got the name mixed up.
Shorter word.
Fighting Illinois Iroquois. Shorter. Okay, so the Illinois Fighting Indians.
They're not Americans, Kevin.
What was I know?
It has nothing to do with Native Americans. It's just what people from Illinois are called.
What the fuck do you call those people?
Okay, hey, dipshit. If we're from Michigan, what are we called?
The Fighting. Is it the Illinois Fighting Illinois?
Close.
Close.
Take out a couple letters.
The Fighting Fighting Ills.
God, too many letters. Too
many.
many letters.
The Fighting Illinois. Illinois.
Illinois. Oh no.
I don't think he's
Illini.
getting this one. I don't think he's getting this one.
The Fighting.
Illini,
Illini.
Kevin.
What
Illini.
the fuck is that? I was never
Yeah, it's what
going
someone
to get
from
that.
Illinois is
Like
called.
the Fighting Iroquois.
That's why I knew I could say it because I knew you wouldn't know. But hey, Kev, for mine, we're gonna jump on down to the
Fuck.
we're gonna jump on down to the Sun Belt here.
Okay.
Last
Do you
one.
know what the Sun Belt is?
Yeah, it's in outer space.
Sure. We're going into Alabama again. Valentine's Day. Troy.
Is that the fucking college name?
Yep.
The University of Troy.
Wait.
See, now I want to
Just
guess
like
the Troy Trojans.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it? Did I get
Oh,
it?
fuck, this is my
Hey.
shopping list. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That joke would have landed if we did that a month ago when I had the
This
opportunity.
guy fucks. This guy fucks. This guy fucks. This guy fucks. Holy shit.
Allegedly.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna cut it off there at 6. It's been another week of Fire Guy Kev guesses college mascots. Holy shit! I need a breather.
Yeah, yeah. Lightheaded.
We were gonna have Jackal pass out live on stream.
the fucking fighting Iroquois sent me to
Fighting
another reality.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Holy shit, dog.
Trademark.
Okay. All right. So this next segment is also going to be really, really easy. We're going to do way too early college football predictions since we've been talking
Yeah.
about a lot of NFL stuff, but not a lot of college stuff. But this one is going to be very easy and very quick because we're not going to actually go over any in-depth teams. I just want us to pick our 12 teams that we think are going to be in the college football playoffs next year. And I want the one person to go first. I want it to be Kevin.
All right. First off, I'm gonna go with my favorite team, the team to win it all, the Fighting Illinois Iroquois.
Okay. You want to make the college football playoffs next year. Book it, you fucking cowards.
They're going 1-on-1 with the South Carolina Joe Bidens.
It was still
Okay.
Wake Forest that we guessed, but sure, South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
The Wake Forest Joe Bidens. And they're also going to be the team that's going to be out first, though, is definitely going to be the Purdue.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the Purdue ...
The
You have
Purdue.
the
The
the-
Purdue.
memory retention of a peanut.
Oh, shit. What the fuck was Purdue?
Oh my god, I'm just gonna say Purdue. Okay, so that's 3. You need 9 more.
Oh, fuck. I can't think of that
Yep.
many.
Go, start naming
know
them
what?
off.
I'm going to say, give me Michigan.
Uh-huh. That's okay, 8 more.
That's
Okay.
the Wolverine.
Uh-huh.
I'm not
Mhm.
going to say, I know it's Ohio State Buckeyes, but I'm not going to say Ohio State.
Okay, they don't
Fair.
count. Yup.
Fair.
Give me one.
Understandable.
But I will actually give me Kentucky. Kentucky.
Oh.
Did I guess Kentucky yet?
Nope. Do you know what it is off the top of your head?
Is it a Bobcat?
It's not, but you're kind of close.
Fuck. Kentucky.
We're not doing more
Mountain
guessing.
Lions.
Nope, that's fucking Penn State.
Damn it. Give me Penn
Well, it's the
State.
Nittany Lions, but-
They went to the Natty. Give me Penn State.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you.
And then I will also take, who else is like good though?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need 6 more.
That may be all the schools he
Jesus.
knows.
Maybe all the schools I know. Give me Kent. Give me Kent State. Kent State's
Oh
one.
wow,
Okay.
to go from worst to first. I love that.
And the
At
forever.
this rate, it's
Yeah.
I can't wait to read these back and I get like one of these right.
Fucking in
You get
9
Kent
months
State
from now,
right.
you actually get it correct. I
Definitely.
will shit
they
my
are-
hands and clap.
I want them top 4 next year.
Uh-huh.
Give me the Tulane Greenway butt plugs.
Tulane.
Oh, my.
Tulane specifically top 4 after
Now adding that
Illinois
one to the
wins.
Valentine's Day list. Hold on.
All right,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You need 4 more to round out your top 12.
Okay. I'm also gonna take the
Do you have to add Florida?
was who's central not Western Michigan in there?
He's trying so hard, bless his heart. Western Michigan. Okay, 3 more.
Okay. I also think next year they're gonna do really good, and that would be the Fighting Irish. Duh. There you go.
No, Notre Dame. Okay.
Notre Dame. Okay.
That one.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Respect.
I think you need 2 more.
Who's Mount Clemens.
So Central Michigan.
Is that who that is? I thought
Yes. Are you talking about the city that the college is based in?
No, is that the team name?
No, dumbass.
No.
That's the city in Michigan.
Oh, is there not a Clemens team?
That's Clemson.
Oh, yeah, that one.
City.
Oh, Clemson.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus. What are we doing here, man? What are we at?
Really?
I hope my picks are all right.
All right, and then for the last one, in the sake of time, you're getting Central Michigan too.
Oh man, I want who are the Vikings? Not the Vikings, the Pirates.
Oh my God. Okay, we'll change it to Eastern Carolina. All right, Mike, give me 12 to make your college football playoffs.
Oh man, 12 to. Let's do. What fucking teams? Let's do.
Just rapid fire.
Hold on. Ohio State,
Gross.
Notre Dame, Penn State, Oregon, Clemson, Georgia, Texas, Alabama, LSU,
Three more.
USC. Michigan's drafting, I think, the number one overall quarterback in the nation right now, so that'll be fine. I already said Penn State. I'm at what? What'd you say? One more or two more?
One more.
I know I'm missing somebody. Fuck it. Let's say Miami.
Ooh, all right. All right, Arrow. 12 more for you, my friend.
All right, let's see if I can keep track here.
I'm going to say this real quick. If Ohio State doesn't even make it to the playoffs, I will lay down in the ring and let Aaron pin me for the belt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hold on.
That's
All
a
right,
big
so I'm
ass.
gonna. As much as I would love that to happen, I do have to agree with Mike here, and it hurts me as a Penn Stater to say it. But if we're just talking top 12, I'm not putting them in number one spot, just top 12 in general. Yeah, Ohio State.
Okay.
Texas, Notre Dame, Penn State. Notre Dame, Penn State, Georgia, SMU, Oregon. I don't even remember what I've already said. Shit.
Five more. Give me like outlandish. Go out there.
Out there. All right.
Get in your bag. This
Army
motherfucker. Oh, there. Oh, yeah.
coming up from behind. Literally.
Listen, hey.
UNLV will stick in the Big Ten.
Nice.
Just grab random teams.
Which one did you say?
UNLV.
University of Las
Oh,
Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. Okay.
Mike knows.
They're I think
Three more.
one
Three
of
more.
I think they're in the top 25, but I don't think they're good. I don't think they're close to the top. I think they're number 25. They may be number 25.
If they are 25.
Did I put Indiana on there yet?
Oh, Indiana.
The
Okay.
Illinois Iroquois.
Two more.
Two more.
Two more.
SMU.
Already said.
Already said. Okay. Well,
Already
hey,
said.
that means I like that choice. That's a good choice. Well, I got cock on the brain. Give me South Carolina.
Ooh.
And Miami.
Very nice. Okay. My turn. I'll take the usual. Give me Michigan, Penn State. I like Texas to probably win the South this year. Georgia to be an at-large bid. I like Oregon to probably be there. I like Ohio State to be there. I like Notre Dame to somehow squeak their way in the fucking weasel goddamn school at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Give me, oh God, who's gonna win the Big 12? Give me Colorado. No, Colorado's gonna take a step back. I like Arizona State to make it back. I think that would be fun.
Oh,
That's a good one for
I
Big
knew I
12.
forgot one.
I think to win the ACC this year, I I actually think Miami's going to regress a bit. So I actually kind of like the SMU pick. I think SMU's is probably going to be up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3 more. I need an at large. Ooh. Who wins the Ooh, give
He's
me
excited.
Ashton Genty's gone. I'm gonna pick someone from the MAC. Some action. I like oh God, I don't know who's good out of the MAC. Give me fucking Toledo or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 more. I'm gonna Rutgers.
Mm,
And
sure about that? You sure about Rutgers? You sure about that one?
Virginia Tech Hokey Pokeys. There we go.
Nice.
All right. Oh, sorry. It's just quick, no basis, way too early.
Nope.
It's
Just
fun.
throwing names out there.
I wanted to talk about.
I have a chance.
As of this very moment, Kevin,
Technically,
your chance to get a team correct in the college football playoffs this year is not 0. So
Nice.
this is true.
yes, you
Hey.
do have a chance.
This is true.
But real quick, I know we're kind of getting a little long in the tooth here. I wanted to have another a little quick opinion-based discussion on WrestleMania again. I really liked what we did with the Mount Rushmore last week. And I know, Mike, you had some questions as well, but to be honest, I would rather save them for when you are able to add to it a little bit more. I know you're driving right now. Mike's a driving boy. He's got to do his job. He's responsible like that.
Needs to keep the lights on in the podcast studio.
We're going to keep this short and sweet. I got one single question with 2 answers. Give me a WrestleMania that you think is overrated, and give me a WrestleMania that you think is underrated. Because
See,
I can start if you guys want to give me a little bit of time.
It'll help
Go
my
for
pick
it.
because whatever I think may be over or underrated may not be what everyone else thinks. Because
one that I immediately throw in the overrated category, and a lot of TikTok edits have been popping up as of late. And actually, Kevin, you brought it up on last week's episode, not once but twice. My opinion here, one that I think is a very overrated WrestleMania, is actually WrestleMania 31.
really,
You
think it's overrated? That
I
surprises
do.
me.
I think people are very keen to remember the big moments, but a lot of the rest of the pay-per-view seems to fall by the wayside when people kind of want to talk about this pay-per-view very fondly. Because people always bring up the heist of the century in the main event,
Of course.
and they bring up Daniel Bryan in the IC title match.
Yes.
Outside of that, I don't think the IC title match was that. I mean, it was a car crash, sure, but it was basically about it. You know, it was just sort of spots for spot's sake. Bray Wyatt and Undertaker had an okay match, especially after the life got sucked out of the Undertaker, losing to Lesnar the year before. The good old, we're going to bring out the retirement home match, Triple H and Sting. That one is getting remembered quite fondly because I think it was just, this is the year, no, it was last year where Sting retired. So everybody's starting to look through some rose-tinted glasses with that one. When I did not enjoy that at all, especially with Triple H going over in the end still. The John Cena Rusev match was completely okay. The Andre the Giant Battle Royal Memorial being won by the Big Show. The best thing about that match was fucking Damien Mizdow. What does that tell you?
Yeah, that's a fair statement.
And I just feel that your women's headliner being AJ Lee, Paige, and the Bellas in a tag, you had better women on the roster to be able to do a match like that. I know you were working with what you got, but a nothing tag match at the time, I feel could have been done better. And also, the part where everybody forgot, I understand she was big then, but Ronda Rousey weaseling her way into the fold at this time. I get she was big during 31. She was the baddest woman on the planet, blah, yada, yada. However, I don't think that outweighs the negatives that came with Ronda Rousey, unfortunately. As far as anything else on the card goes, I couldn't fucking tell you what happened, to be honest with you. So, WrestleMania 31, the bads majorly outweigh the goods, in my opinion. I'm going to put that one in the overrated category, and underrated, I think
now,
this
is this
one...
real quick, is this just a match WrestleMania you believe is overrated, or you think this is the most overrated?
No. Just one that I feel is very overrated, and I open the floor to other discussions.
Okay.
I think one that is also very underrated is I'm gonna put WrestleMania 23 up there. I don't think that one's been talked about enough. I just know with Cena, Shawn Michaels, underrated main event. Batista, Undertaker, after Undertaker comes out the 30 spot, I think that match absolutely delivered in droves. That Money in the Bank ladder match was great. The hair versus hair match with Trump, be your feelings about him now. Yeah, and also kind of, I know what I just said about Ronda Rousey too. It's like that did numbers at the time. It was really cool to see, this character, if you will, on like a Vince McMahon level, come on in with Bobby Lashley and Umaga. I watched that match back recently. Holy shit, Umaga just liked getting the shit beat out of him and beating the shit out of other people. The ECW match, the new blood and old blood, yeah, that one, a bit of a down point, of course. That'll happen on that one. I love seeing the Sandman come out live in Detroit, though. That was fun. I just want that one to be remembered more positively than it has, and I just feel it gets overlooked being sandwiched in between 22 and 24. So I wanted to make sure that WrestleMania 23 just get the loves it deserves.
Yeah, I think in terms of I agree.
I actually totally disagree. Only for the reason of, again, this is like only how I see it. I thoroughly enjoyed 31 because I think it had one of the most like enjoyable main events, and I'm not even talking about Heist of the Century. I just liked Lesnar and Reigns for the first time when it was still fresh, it was still new. It wasn't, we're gonna do this 87 more times after this. It seemed like a hard-hitting match. It really seemed like a lot of fun. The Heist was, of course, good. The Intercontinental match, I think, is all I want. I wanted a WrestleMania that was out in the sun, where it's fun, and Daniel Bryan headbutts Dolph Ziggler off a ladder to win. All the matches, I think, were good. I don't think there was a real lull, except for the Ronda Rousey Rock thing, but that was just a segment. I can watch that when I think about it, whatever WrestleMania I can think back and watch majority of it, I think is good. Like, I mean, that's the match with the RKO,
See, that's the thing, though. You just remember the RKO, though.
Well, yeah, I mean, I can still watch the match. I'm just saying there's a lot more memorable moments. And even though I do agree that WrestleMania 23 needs a lot more love because, come back to Detroit, for God's sakes. Honestly, if you ask me, all I know about WrestleMania 23, I'd say, oh, yeah, it's got one of the greatest main events. What else does it have? I don't fucking know. I think Cena drove a Mustang.
What was the main event?
Cena and Shawn Michaels.
Okay, I was gonna say you scared me with the Cena driving a Mustang part, so I just wanted to make sure you actually knew what was happening.
Like, when I think back on 23, the reason I don't think it should get more props is because it only really has the main event, and a fantastic main event it is. But I don't know what the fuck opens. I don't know what other matches were on the card. I guess Sandman showed up because you just told me, so that's personally why I disagree. One match does not dictate WrestleMania, but I can find more enjoyment out of 31.
So it kind of null and voids your own point then, because your first talking point that you spend most of the time on was the 31 main event, and you just said one match doesn't dictate the whole card, though.
I did not. I mentioned all the other matches, like the Daniel Bryan, like the Randy Orton and Seth Rollins. I actually, I would have liked the Bray Wyatt Undertaker match more if Bray had won. But like I said, like if throughout the whole match, I can at least name a few more. I can't be fucked to tell you anything about 23.
Well,
My
I think. Well, let's let Eric go. Let's let Eric go.
Okay.
I was gonna say my hot take here. As good of a moment as it was, I don't know that WrestleMania 35 is. I feel like it's overrated solely because of Kofi Mania. And Kofi Mania is a great moment. It is an absolutely great moment. It should have happened a whole lot sooner. It is great that Kofi Kingston had that opportunity. But what else happened? And everyone's like, 35 was great. It's Kofi Mania. Kofi Mania. What else happened? It's the same thing. One match doesn't make the entire card. So what else happened? I mean, they're like, I guess it was, I think that was the last Andre the Giant Battle Royal. So that happened for absolutely no reason.
That was the last everything on one night too. That was the last thing I remember about 35 is that it took 8 fucking hours.
Kurt Angle lost to Baron Corbin, right?
Yeah.
That was the retirement match.
Whoa.
This was the give me what I want. This is the Batista Triple H, right? Like,
that's when he pulled out his nipple ring or something.
It was, you know, it was a good moment. Kofi Mania was great, but at the same time, I just feel like, you know, people kind of look at this one with rose-tinted glasses because of Kofi Mania. And if you're only looking for that, then this is amazing. But, you know, look at the rest of the card. And, you know, obviously this was kind of when WWE realized that, hey, they need to go to 2 nights. And they, you know, they have the stories to do it.
I mean, you could add in the fact of the first ever Mania women's main event with the inevitable Ronda Rousey. But, you know, we all know the fact that the build-up was better than the actual match itself.
Yeah, like any Ronda Rousey match. Yeah.
Well, of course. And that on top of the fact that the night was, you know, 19 hours long to get to said main event. So everybody was fucking exhausted when your hottest person on the card came out at fucking midnight and you've been sitting there since 3 p.m. So.
And then I'll keep it quick here, but underrated WrestleManias. I'm gonna again maybe another hot take. I don't know if people really agree with this. I feel like a lot of people don't like this one, but I liked WrestleMania 36, the COVID WrestleMania.
The COVID one.
The COVID one. I liked it. I thought they made the best of what they could, you know, and it has a pretty solid card. I mean, it's their first 2 nights, so you get a lot of just like random shit happening because they were trying to figure out how to fill the time. We have a Fatal 5-Way on here. We have Firefly Funhouse matches. We have tag team matches, last man standing matches, NXT Women's Championship matches. So, and I think like when you look at some people that are on here, like there are people that are still here today. Like Liv Morgan's on the card, Charlotte Flair's on the card. You know, like it's a lot of people that like this was kind of the beginning of the main event scene that was happening today. And, you know, it's still, honestly, looking at it now, it still holds up.
Also featuring one of my favorite ladder matches of all time, where it was one person from every SmackDown tag team. Phenomenal match. And also
making the best with what they had.
And watched it recently. The Boneyard match is a lot better than I remember it being.
Yeah.
I
think most of that was just like an initial reaction, you know, and now it's like,
oh yeah,
now you've kind of gotten over now it's like, okay, well, we're not getting any Undertaker matches, so like this is
right.
You know,
the initial kind of shock of it all has kind of subsided a bit, and you can just sit back and appreciate it for what it actually is. I actually don't hate that pick for an underrated one. I'm going to be honest. I think my one issue with what you said is that I don't think I've ever ran into people that do actually overrate WrestleMania 35. If they're out there, then color me wrong as wrong can be. It's
because everybody wants Kofi Mania.
Fair. I just thought the initial, I guess we'll call it IWC opinion, is that 35 was a bit of a stinky outside of the Kofi spot.
I don't know. I don't really go on the IWC much. I usually post whatever I need to post to Twitter and leave. Speaking of, I have a comment of the week this week. It comes from last week's TikTok where we were talking about the Eagles' defense getting absolutely fucking dismantled and turned into Swiss cheese. And apparently that's something that people did not understand. So Isaiah Renfrew said, what the fuck are you talking about? We're still on some elite defense. Coop, Carter, Mitchell, and some criminally underrated players like Reed Blankenship. And yes, but at the same time, they are all-stars that are being surrounded by rookies, by draft picks that aren't proven. We have a Super Bowl proven team, and we're like, nah, just get rid of them, and we'll take draft picks for a maybe. And I understand they're younger. You don't have to pay them, blah, 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 blah. But still, it's like, dude, you have a proven formula here. You know, so that's what I was getting at. Also, go fuck yourself, anybody who actually got butthurt. There were a lot. Rage bait's real fun, dude. It's real fun.
It works. Speaking of rage bait, I want to hear FGK's turn real quick.
Right? Yeah, I was about to say I'll go fuck myself in my opinions. I think, and it's just off the top of my head, what I think is actually the underrated Mania. They should have just done it once, but no, they decided to do it twice. I actually enjoy WrestleMania 28. I think it's an underrated match.
Okay.
Solid.
I know a lot of people don't like the Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus match. Whatever. I guess you can't really call it a match. It was fun. Whatever.
The segment.
Cody Rhodes and Big Show for the title. Triple H and Undertaker I thought was a great match.
That is the good old Teddy Long, John Laurinaitis era. I forgot that was in there. But there's always at least one stinger. But CM Punk versus Chris Jericho, and then John Cena and The Rock. The first time they did it, I think it holds up enough to qualify as underrated. Like, it's not talked about.
Once in a lifetime. Yeah. Never to be done again.
Yeah, but then they decided to do it again. I like it more in 29.
Fair.
Well, yeah, that's like saying I like a firm handshake over a shit in my pants.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
But I would put that one in perfectly rated instead of underrated. But your overrated opinion.
I think WrestleMania 17 is completely overrated.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. There's your clip. There's your clip. Explain this one, bud.
All right. So, when you think of WrestleMania 17, what do you think of?
Rock Austin.
Yeah, Rock Austin. So now, mind you, there are a few other matches on that card. We'll do Chris Jericho versus William Regal. You know, all right, fine. The 6-man tag team match. Honestly, don't fucking remember it. Kane versus Raven. Headliner.
Wasn't that Kane, Raven, Big Show in the Falls Count Anywhere?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. What do you mean? What do you mean that's fine? You're overlooking it.
That's fine.
Also,
Eddie Guerrero versus Test for the European title.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Did you did you
both
the 6-man tag? Did you just do to TLC 2?
Yeah, really.
Was that the 6-man tag you were talking about?
No, that's Taz and the IPA versus.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Are you a big Right to Censor and Taz IPA fan?
Well,
Taz fan.
Clearly, if I forgot about it.
I mean, I like Taz and the APA. Right to Censor's Godfather and Valvine. Yeah, I guess I am a fan of that.
It did have Kurt Angle and Crispin Hua.
Who?
Exactly.
Good match. Shitty person.
Yep. China versus Ivory, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Shane versus Vince McMahon. Depending on how you feel about that match, you either love it or hate it. I thought it was just fine.
That was a street fight, right?
Yeah.
Because it had Mick Foley as the guest.
She stands up and everybody goes, "Oh my
god!"
Yeah. She's a lot. Yeah. So
she reveals she's not in comatose anymore.
Yeah, like I said, it's some people love it, some people hate it. I think it was perfectly fine.
Mm-hmm.
Now we get to what Jackal Schnorts about. Yes, the tag team title match was great. Was great.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Then we got a
TLC 2.
gimmick battle royal,
Legendary.
which I could give a shit less about.
Oh, that was fun. Fuck off.
I give a shit less about a gimmick battle royal. Honestly, as far as Undertaker versus Triple H at WrestleMania goes, I think this was the worst one.
Well,
What?
The finish, 27 is, it's close. It's close.
You could call it close. I think this, out of the three, if you ranked all three,
Close.
this is the worst one.
It ain't touching 28, but 27, there's an argument that it's above 27.
All right, I'll let
Yeah.
you make the argument for 27. I still think 27's better, but and then you have obviously the main event, which is great, which is, you know, it's a great match. You know, probably one of the greatest pre-packaged promo videos of all time. So looking back on it, all I'm saying is that I'm not saying it's the worst WrestleMania by any means. However, I do think this is looked on fondly for mostly Rock and Austin, and it's just not as good as, you know, others.
So,
I can't believe you
humor
didn't enjoy
me.
the gimmick battle royal.
Humor me. Is it, I think it's grotesquely overrated, or it's, I don't think it's number one of all time?
I definitely don't think it's number one of all time. I don't think it should be close to number one. I don't think
Only,
it's
not even
grossly overrated.
close. Not even
gross-
close to number one.
No, I'd give it the closest,
Ooh.
without actually like diving in and doing the work. I would say I'd be generous and give it a 5 out of 10.
How is the gobbledygooker not number one on your list?
I think you just said it.
How is Sergeant Slaughter not number one on your list?
I think you just said it again.
I'm not gonna let one.
How is
one
Doink
match
the Clown
dictate
not
my
number one
feelings.
on your list?
I don't like the way he looks at me.
How is the Bushwhackers not number?
You're just going down the card at this point. Christ.
No, I forget who else is in the gimmick battle
I
royal.
would actually have to like
That's all I
go
got.
back and look at all the WrestleManias, but I feel like this is a good top 5, not a top 1 by any means
Wow.
necessary.
I think I'm inadvertently making content for us to actually sit down and do.
Yeah.
I like it. Look at me with the big brain ideas. Ooh, maybe that's next week's topic. Maybe we all try to sit down and rank a 1 through 5 WrestleManias all time.
Okay, I'll do some research.
Ooh.
I like that.
Well,
that.
I mean, if that's
I
gonna
think we
be,
got to get to
yeah, if that's gonna be in
we
next
gotta
week's
get to
episode.
weeks first.
Yeah, we got to end this one. So if you're listening on Spotify, go ahead and drop a follow. Leave us a 5-star rating. Drop in the comments below what you think the most underrated and overrated WrestleManias of all time are. We'll talk about it next week. And if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We got some videos coming out soon. We got some fun stuff in the works. You're not going to want to miss anything. So make sure you hit that bell icon so that way you're notified whenever we post, whatever we post. And you can find us on all other major podcast platforms. If we're not there, tell me, and I'll put us there. If you enjoyed me, you can find me over at twitch.tv/EraV1 or at EraV1 Music on YouTube. I'm also going to take a little bit to officially announce breaking 3 Counting Out podcast exclusive breaking news. On April 9th, there will be new music coming out. We have a new single coming out, a collaboration with my friend. I'm very proud of it. It's very nice. It's very peaceful, very relaxing. It's going to be great.
Bravo.
You guys are going to love it.
Love to hear that. Love to hear that. If you enjoyed the words coming out of my mouth, don't worry. The JackalMania 4 entire show will soon be coming to both the Jackal Joker YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/JackalJoker and 3 Counting Out YouTube channel. The entirety of JackalMania 4 pre-show and all, edited by the ever lovely Fire Guy Kev.
Ever lovely?
Yeah, I'm lovely.
I don't know about that.
That was a signal for you to do. There you go.
Thank you. If you like my editing styles or the opinions that I have, or if you don't
Fair.
like them, that's fine too. I don't mind. You are more than welcome to follow me at youtube.com/FireGuyKev, where I will be planning my plot to take back what is rightfully mine.
I'm trapping Muncie, Indiana.
Oh, no! He's stuck in Indiana.
That's the worst of Indiana to be trapped in.
Oh, man.
I'll just throw this out there. Since Mike seems a little indisposed at the moment, I think it's only fair that the person and someone end on a bit of a high note this week after all the work they put in. If Danny, if you would like to pin Mike and end this glorious week on the highest of notes.
Perfect.
Just don't block his vision.
Gladly
He's
count to
driving
3.
right now.
All right, Mike. Well, I mean, he's going real fast. I guess it's a good thing he can still see the road. Let me just pin his shoulders down
It's
real
like
quick.
that one WCW match where they did it on a highway. Oh, you're pinning him? All right, hold on, guys.
Yep.
Hold on, I'm climbing on the
This is
side of the
going
truck.
fast.
Oh,
This is going
I'm
fast.
losing my grip. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, he fell off. Oh, Jesus. Mike, we got to turn around. Mike. Oh, no, he can't hear me. He's listening to Dave and Chuck the Freak.